Alrighty, boys and girls, the time has come. Let's jump right into it. Seafoaming and tuning up our 1990 Mitsubishi Mighty Maxx. You can hear it still skipping. Before I do the spark plugs and everything, I'm going to run seafoam through the engine, but I want to do it on the old plugs so we don't risk fouling out the new ones. And I like to do it through the main vacuum line that goes to your brake booster. So I'm going to pull the clamp off. I'm going to have to get some pliers and break this free. It's kind of froze on there. And then we'll start putting the seafoam in. So let me get some pliers. All right, so we got it loose. So here we go. Got a nice choppy idle. Let's get the seafoam. Seafoam is already starting to work. She's already starting to smoke us out. I'm going to try to get the rest of this administered in there. Then we're going to shut it down and let it heat soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now this motor was already at operating temperature, so we're at ideal condition for running seafoam through the engine. So I'm going to keep on going. Alrighty, so all the seafoam has been administered. I got the vacuum line back on the booster. I've got the weak clamp back on the vacuum line, and she is still just sitting here smoking. It's bellowing out the exhaust out the back. It smells horrible. You can see it wafting through here. So we're gonna let this thing heat soak. You can see it burning it out of the manifold. The exhaust is all chopped up right where the converter used to be. Someone snagged that off there, so I got to get a piece of pipe welded in place. But besides that, she's sitting. We're gonna let it heat soak, and then before we fire it back up, I'm gonna roll this thing towards the middle of our parking lot, try to keep some of it from getting sucked right back into the building like it's currently doing. So we'll catch you guys in about 10 minutes. All right, boys and girls. Crap, there's stuff on the camera lens. Hold on. Better? Yeah. All right, so we're working on getting this fuel filter off of here. If I can hold the damn thing straight enough for you to see it. So I've got the line going to the engine broken loose. Put a bolt back in this bracket just to kind of hold it so I can knock these. Looks like they're 3/4, maybe a 19, 3/4 working just fine. So now let me see if I can get this guy broke loose. I'm gonna have to put another bolt in it first. All right, okay, so that gas looks horrible coming out of there. It looks cloudy, and it's dripping all over everything in my eyeballs, so let me go get a drip pan. All right, so we've got our fuel filter removed. Let's go get the new one, and then we're gonna run some gas through this one and see what pours out. All right, so here's what we've got going on. I've got the new fuel filter installed. Now the back side doesn't use them. It's threaded in. It's got a little beveled pitch, and it just screws in tight. But this side has 2 copper crush washers, and the filter comes with new ones. Here's one of the old ones. So make sure you change these out. A lot of times you can get away with reusing them, but if it comes with new ones, go ahead and put them on there. So I've got them in there. I've got that bad boy tightened down. about 4 or 5 good heavy grunts, so I don't think it's going anywhere. We'll cycle the key on and off a few times to prime the system and make sure we don't have a leak, and I think we're gonna be good to go. So the seafoam is set up plenty long enough. Let me get the camera set up, get this truck back on the ground. We'll fire it up and see how she smokes. There we go. All right, so I've got you all set up on our little makeshift tripod. I'm gonna go over here, fire this thing up. Let's see how much smoke we get out of it. I got crap all over the back of my hoodie from laying in the dirt. All right, wish us luck. Watch out there. So I'm gonna say right off the rip, it's still skipping, but the motor sounds like a million times better. The fuel filter's in, and I primed it 3 times and then hit the key. So while it does still have a miss in there, it really does sound a lot smoother, even with that miss. And it didn't smoke anything like I thought it was going to. I figured this thing would be bellowing smoke. Oh well. It's gonna burn off a little bit of residual here for a while. I'm gonna move on to the spark plugs. So let's get them changed. All right, so I've got a 13/16 spark plug socket on there. And let's get these things out of it. It looks like it needs a valve cover gasket too. I might just see if the bolts are cinched down tight enough. I've had that happen before. Just bolts get loose and then they leak. It's a little burnt, but it's honestly not that bad. It's not wet though either. So, all right, let's get the next one in. So I put this new plug in after I gapped it, and I went to go to the next one, and look at this. There's boot grease all over the end of the connector, which means these plugs are not that old. I'm gonna go ahead and change them since I have new ones, but I tell you right now, this thing's got a burnt valve. I know it. I know it. I know that she does. There is no lying to me. I've also got to get rid of an extension, so this plug just came out and the motor's smoking out of that spark plug hole. And there's our plug. Once again, doesn't even look that bad. See how it's steaming out of there? She's burned a valve. Dang. All right, so we got all the new spark plugs in and the wires back on. I just noticed this right here too. All the bolts are loose in the upper timing cover, like someone was in here checking on the belt and give up. These are our auto lights that came out of it. They're a little black. They're not bad. Someone was definitely just in here. This one did have a little bit of carbon buildup on it, but they still had the boot grease on them and everything. I don't think our issue is spark plugs. I think she's got a roached valve. I'm confident, honestly, it's a roached valve. Like I said, these motors are kind of bad about that, but forgets and shiggles. Well, like it's running on all four. I'll be damned. Huh? Wow. I would have never have guessed that. Listen to that motor. She roached a plug. I was confident we had a burnt valve. I mean confident. These little motors are bad about that. Wow, okay, so the Mighty Maxx project just took a turn for the better. Wow. Holy shit. All right, sweet. So the motor's good. That's freaking great. Now we can do an oil change, put some fresh fuel in that tank, and start cleaning on this thing. Holy cow. I can't believe it worked. All right. So now let's go around the block and see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can tell a difference already. Forgot no power steering. Oh yeah, night and day difference. Night and day difference. Let's get it back to the shop.